Dude, I fucking love that Audacity is just free.
Oh, Audacity is like the greatest piece of Audacity and OBS are like the two greatest
I
pieces
think
of
I think
software ever
OBS is
fucking
probably just
made.
the best thing ever,
Oh yeah,
but
no, and it
Audacity is
updates.
pretty fucking close.
Like it updates. They both get regular updates still. Like I've been using
No,
Audacity since 2005.
I
And
was
it's still
4.
just free, and I use it all the fucking time. It's terrifying how young you were.
Fuck off.
You're just such a child.
I've been using this since 2005. I was 4 years old.
Fucking child. Were you even there when the towers fell, Jacob?
Yes, I was. Actually, I was 3 months
Why
old.
didn't you warn us?
Because I don't have hindsight. I'm 3 months old.
Oh, fucking.
Yeah, I'm old as fuck. Anyway, welcome back to the Weekly Week podcast. You should just make that the intro. It'd be funny. Like,
Yeah,
we're just talking about like how Audacity and OBS are the greatest thing in the world.
Then just were you there when the towers fell?
Welcome back. That's such a sick.
Such a fucking great intro.
Anyway, we're gonna make that the intro.
Oh, yeah,
welcome
that is
back.
the intro.
This is basically the last week of anime. I'm excited because we get to look forward to new shows, but I'm also sad because a lot of good shows are leaving in a week, and there's 2 particular shows that I'm quite upset about. But we're here to talk about basically almost our final thoughts of like the anime that we've watched. For me, it's probably like 2, and for Hugo, it's the entire season.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm a dedicated man.
you can definitely say that.
Oh, it's. Would you like me to start with some shows since I have
Please.
got such an unholy
Please.
amount? So, where should we start? I think.
Do you want to go
start
alphabetical?
No, I'm not that autistic. Like I'm on the spectrum, but not that fucking far on it, mate.
Oh, okay.
We'll start with Konosubarashi because let's just get it out the way, okay? Let's just cut this shit down where it stands, okay?
Would you say Konosubarashi?
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Oh, Konosuba.
Oh, just say Konosuba.
Fine.
Don't say
Look,
Konosubarashi. It sounds like a fucking hybrid.
I gave it a 5. For
Oh,
overall.
that's
Yeah,
rough.
Which is, for me, is really rough. Like, it is a you can watch it show. It is a real I got through to the end.
You're going to put that in D tier.
I think, oh, it'll be lucky. It'll be fucking lucky. Do you want to... Look, okay, it was a real mid-fucking season, and I have seen so many people discussing this on my anime list this week, and it has been so hard, because, like, you've got some people who are like, no, it's just as funny as it always has been, quality show, and I'm like, it missed so many things, and then you got the other half of the, like, fandom who are just sat there like, no, it fucking flopped quite hard a lot of the time, and it wasn't actually that funny at times, and pacing was off, and what was with this story and everything, like, Darkness was just really poorly written this season, so, like, there was loads of shit that just didn't make sense, and it felt like they had no fucking clue what they were doing throughout the production of this, and they were just kind of throwing shit at a wall and seeing what sticks. Like, it was just... Because the last 3 episodes were the only episodes that were, like, story and any good.
Yeah.
It took 9 episodes to get good, and it's only fucking, like...
It's still better than a certain other show.
Yeah.
But I have foreseen this. Some random guy, like, 12 weeks ago, said that the only way Konosuba is going to do well... Actually, no, it wasn't 12 weeks ago. There's only 11 episodes. 11 weeks ago, some guy, I don't know, some random guy that I was following, He said if there wasn't any story, then Konosuba wouldn't do that well. Oh wait, that was me. My mistake. Yeah, so I was right. You guys were wrong. Well, I mean, you agree, but like, I'm not a big Konosuba fan. I like the first season of what it is. Second season is boring as fuck, and season 3 tends to follow that. I just really wish I said this 8 weeks ago. I said this 11 weeks ago. If Konosuba doesn't have a coherent story, it is going to suffer, and it's not going to do great. It did do well, but I think a lot of people that have sat through these 3 seasons just wanted more, and you didn't get it.
I think it's just the previous 2 seasons had some kind of story, whether it was just character development or something greater. Like, you had something, and this season you have not really been given anything. There's no character development, there's barely any world building. It's just short gag kind of skit humor, and then quick 3 episodes of some actual quick character growth, I guess. And it just missed the mark so badly, and
You're
it's
gonna
really
be
telling
really
that the last
upset.
episode was the funniest.
You're gonna be really upset.
It depends. I got some bad news this morning, so I don't reckon I can get much more upset.
What happened this morning?
This morning? Have you not seen the
Yeah.
news?
No.
They've greenlit Tsukamichi for a 3rd fucking season.
Fuck's sake, no.
I fucking saw that. I nearly put my fist through the wall. I
you're
literally
fucking
fucking screamed. My partner was like, "What the fuck is wrong?" And I was like, "They've greenlit a show for a 3rd season that doesn't deserve it, and I'm just really not okay with this." I'm like, I get it. It's just come to the finale. I don't need a 3rd season of a show I couldn't even get through 4 episodes of in the second. Like, no.
No. Fucking Twitter. Fuck you guys. Fuck you all.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
My pain is immeasurable and my day's ruined.
At least your day's over.
That wasn't what I was upset about. So have you seen the Mao rankings for Konosuba?
Oh, it's like a fucking 8.
It's an 8.46.
Yeah, it's so fucking nuts. I don't know what's wrong with people.
It is 0.03% higher. Well, not percent. Score of Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah.
And it's basically 0.8%, but percent, I keep saying percent, but score higher than Kaiju No. 8.
Yeah, it's just fucked.
So I don't understand that. But we're not. I don't base like how a show is performing just off Mao. I don't think that's fair in any way. But you do get a good grasp of like what people are watching and what people are enjoying. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Don't get that.
Yeah, it's a bit nuts,
unfortunate.
like how some people are really fucking like staunchly supporting it, being like, "Oh no, it's all right, mate, thank you." Fucking postmen.
I heard that. That was funny.
Yeah, fucking posties, rude. But no, like I don't get how some people are so like staunchly supportive of it to the point that they aren't willing to admit that it's just not that good this season. Like,
Yeah.
I liked Konosuba, but this season just really missed a lot of marks, and I don't know what the reason for it was. I don't know why they couldn't do something.
I think it just
better.
came out at the wrong time, to be honest.
Well, you think it would have been a bit better received if everything else.
Let's
wasn't doing
be
story?
honest here. I'm reading the top 4 shows this season. We're gonna do top 5: Slime, Mushoku Tensei, Demon Slayer, Kaiju No. 8, MHA 7, Konosuba. That is stacked.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way. Spring, most stacked I've ever seen this fucking season ever. Next season, Oshinoko. Suicide Squad. That's about it. let's be real. If Konosuba released next season, I personally think it could have done better.
Yeah, I have thought that about this season though.
I think overall as a community, people would be fine with it. But in terms of us, we're comparing it to other shows. We are incoherently comparing Konosuba to Mushoku Tensei and Slime and Moonlight Fantasy. And it's in the bottom. It's at the bottom because there's just such better shows out there. If I was watching Konosuba, it would be my third favorite isekai behind Slime and Mushoku Tensei.
Oh, I don't know. Chillin in
If I was
another
watching
world.
every isekai, then obviously that would change. But in terms of like the three popular ones, that I don't think it's that too big of a...
I agree with you that I think if it had come out at a different time, it probably could have been received a bit better, but I think the same issue still would have stood, that you've got 8 episodes of just shit kind of quick humor and then 3 episodes of Konosuba that you want to watch. Like, and it's kind of... I like, the story progressed throughout those 8 episodes, but in such a weird and kind of shit way that you don't even realize to an extent story is progressing.
Yeah.
Like the last episode,
I feel like
Konosuba
is kind of... I feel like Konosuba's kind of regressed.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's just weird. It was just such a shame. And like,
Yeah.
I mean that as someone who really enjoyed the first 2 seasons of Konosuba and the movie, I'm really upset that the 3rd season just fell so short of the finish line.
Yeah, I liked that Konosuba movie. I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's what Konosuba could be really good at. I think they could do some really good funny movies.
I think they'd get away with what they've done this season a lot better if they were doing it in movie form.
I can't accept the fact that they've gotten away with doing this season. Like, the way that you're describing it makes it sound like a cardinal sin.
Honestly, I have felt that it's a cardinal sin the entire time. So, and I've sat through it in the hopes that that sin will cleanse itself, but for the most part, it hasn't.
Yeah,
But
it is
hey-ho.
unfortunate.
Would you like to?
But it is what it is.
Would you like to know another show though that I pretty much watched all of this week? I've got like 2 episodes left of to watch.
Sure.
I've watched Grandma and Grandpa Turn Young.
No.
I've watched 10 episodes of that.
No.
And I want to tell you,
wasted.
I want to tell you something about this show.
Oh no.
It is one of the most like secretly horny shows you may ever watch. Like, honestly, no, it is so fucking. It's so beautiful to watch.
I've seen clips
show.
of it. I've seen clips of it where like the grandma is just simping over the grandpa.
Bro, it goes both ways, and I've watched them go on their little like honeymoon trip that they go on. Grandpa's in his old form one day of this trip by accident, because whilst he was sleeping, he could see the what's it called, hourglass that adjusts their form, and he, in his dream, instead of focusing on what he was doing, he was imagining fondling grandma's breasts, so he accidentally flipped it and became old again for the day. So it's funny as shit, because they then are sat in the bath come the end of the episode talking about, you know, being sat in the bath, and she's like, well, could you imagine if you were fondling my saggy tits as opposed to these nice firm ones right now? And you're like, oh, so they're just groping. It's like a 20-year-old getting groped by an 80-year-old, but they just groping in the bathtub. Nice, nice. Like, everything about this show is, like, super horny. Like, all the fucking time. Granddad is fucking backed up. I'm not lying. Granddad is backed up for the most part.
Let's be real. Let's be 100% real. If two old people suddenly became young again, they would be all over each other.
I mean, you'd have to.
They would
again,
they
right?
would be going at it all day.
Well, not these two. These two. No.
Well, these two are wholesome douchebaggers.
Though, because
I want to see the Dojin version of this. That would fucking hit different.
well, here's the thing: because you haven't been watching this, you won't know that there is another old couple that also turned young at the same time.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they're introduced in like episode 9.
Oh,
There's another old
okay.
couple. And,
So this is just a thing that happens.
well, apparently, here's the thing. All right, like this show, it's grandma and grandpa turn young, but it is much more grandma and grandpa watch their grandkids get hitched, because like that's all they ever fucking do. Like the reason that this other elderly couple who turn into young people have been introduced, I'm pretty sure it's just so that we could get the other granddaughter a boyfriend.
Fair enough.
Because like that's the only reason they were introduced, was because she was talking to some guy who was researching the same thing, and she was like, why? And then he's like, my grandparents turned young, introduces them, and he's like, wow, you're taking this really well. And then she's like, I think there's someone you should meet. My grandparents also turned young.
That's so fucking dumb, though. It's just like, how can we get a common ground between these two characters that like each other? Oh wait, both their grandparents just went through an anomaly in the universe, and
I love
yeah,
it. Though I will
that's
say,
dumb.
There is actually,
It's so dumb.
there is quite a sweet scene between the grandmother and the grandfather, where like they are both told how much time they have left, and you don't know how long the grandfather has, but he just says that he can guarantee he'll see out the next year. Whereas like the grandma's like, I've got 7 days. So then he ends up begging with like the god of a shrine that I think it's the one they first met at, and they always tidy up and whatnot, still, who's like, I can't create life, but I can take it, so I can give her some of yours. So he's like, divide it right down the middle. I want to die hand in hand with this woman, but I won't tell her. And it's kind of sweet.
That does sound nice.
All in all, it's actually quite a nice anime to watch. Like it hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. Like from when you were telling me that it's like the granddaughter's like, ooh, but can I have granddad, since she wants to bone and shit like that. And I thought, oh, it's gonna be one of them, isn't it? But fortunately, a lot less.
Nice. I probably still won't watch the show.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you. It's not a necessary watch. Like I said, I'm taking this job very seriously. Okay, I'm going to see this entire.
Oh, this job.
This
when am I
job.
getting my paycheck?
Same time I get mine in the post. Well, to be fair, actually,
so
no.
4 years.
You might make some money off this fucking show before me. When we get to episode 20 of Slime, I might have to give you $50 for all I fucking know. If we get a bath scene, I'm fucked. Financially ruined.
No, you better hope we get that. Otherwise, we won't be able to pull them views.
Oh god, we need those views.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Please support the channel. Leave a like, subscribe, all that.
But
Anyway, what else have you been watching?
So I finished Chilling in Another World with level 2 cheat powers. Overall,
Was it as average as I predicted?
I would say as average as you'd expect for this kind of isekai.
No.
But here's the hot take on it.
He's done it again. What?
It's better than Konosuba. This one was. This was
Honestly,
better this was better than watching Konosuba.
Yeah, because I feel like you would enjoy this now, but the more you see of this show, on and on, the more desensitized you'll become to it. Right now, it's really fun, because it's just like, oh, this is cool, He's overpowered. This is lit. Power Fantasy 101. Let's freaking go, man. You'll see it 400 more times. You're like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, but let's be real here. Konosuba's pretty much just fucking a power fantasy at this point. He might be weak as shit, but I think the fact that he can essentially never die is just what the fuck does he have to worry about? On top of that, he's got someone who's essentially got the most powerful magic available, and it's ultimately terrifying. So he doesn't. It's all bullshit gag. Like at least with Chillin in Another World, like there was story. That's all it took.
Yeah.
The story.
The story is so fucking basic, though. Because I have not watched the show, but I could tell you the story right off the bat.
Go on. Let's see how well you can guess it.
Yeah, he probably got isekai'd. Kingdom found out he didn't like have any good powers or whatever. Got sent off. Now he's chilling, but he's actually overpowered. But the kingdom doesn't know that. Then he gets a waifu, or maybe 3.
I would say half right and half wrong.
Yeah, see?
Firstly,
I passed the quiz. That's a C+.
He's isekai'd from another world already like this, so at least he's not from our world. But his world had slavery.
Nice.
This one
actually no bad.
has racism, I guess, but not slavery. So
that's what every anime. That's what every show is different from everything. It's like our world, but there was racism or slavery.
Yeah, no, if they come from our world, they go to a world of slavery, and if they come from another world, they come to a world of racism. Like, it's not that great. But, like, you are correct. He turns up. He's very standard in powers, so the kingdom banishes him off and pretty much sends him off to die. He then gets to level 2, becomes ultimate cheat power god mode activate. But he's already got waifu at like right after this point, pretty much. So waifu's in from the early point. It's a beastkin person because, well, it's a demon that looks like a beast person because why not? We all love a bit of yiff apparently.
Yeah.
And then he just it's kind of got the same aim, I guess, that Konosuba has, which is like he's bullshit OP and he does nothing with it. Because he just wants to live a very normal life with the people he's slowly met around him, and like he essentially only uses his powers to protect the town right next.
But
to him
that's why I feel like it's different with Konosuba, because Konosuba, like I know that Kazuma can basically just respawn, but he's not actively pursuing the task that he has been given. He's given the task to defeat the Demon Lord. This guy hasn't.
Honestly, I kind of forgot about the whole Demon Lord thing for him.
Yeah, I remember it because, you know.
It's that unimportant.
Well, because he's made it unimportant. But that's why I like Konosuba. He's given a task and he just goes like, nope, not going to do it. But then I feel like it would be nice if he did like some adventuring stuff and then one day he stumbles upon like the Demon Lord or some shit.
Well, that's the thing is like the only time you get anything with Konosuba this season, he did just kind of stumble into an ancient artifact he was just asked to fucking find. So he finds it and then that's it. He's not worried about any of the other ones again. So we'll just go back to quick skit humor.
Dead plotline, by the way. Whereas I feel like with these chilling shows, because I've seen like 20 of these chilling shows, it's the same format. He's either been isekai'd or it's a fantasy. He's been made redundant, so he just decides to quit and just live a peaceful life. Turns out he's either OP or he was actually really important, and the hero party's just like, no, come back, and he's just like, no, I got a waifu now, sorry. Then they get mad and they're all shitty now, and then he beats them because he's leveled up somehow dramatically, and it's just,
I mean,
boring.
Less combat like that, I guess, in Chilling in Another World. Like,
yeah,
that one's
I've seen this shit.
Like, this one's kind of just casual chat, I guess. Like, the kingdom finds out he's powerful, they come and ask him to fight, and he literally goes, no. And they're like, why? And he's like, I just don't want to. And they're like, okay, and they kind of just leave him to it. Like, they don't give a shit.
I have not watched this fucking show, man. I fucking foresee this shit.
Like, it's similar, like, then they have the demon guy. He's like, can you join me? And he's like, no, I just I don't want to fight for anyone. And he's like, okay. And they kind of just fucking leave him alone. And then that guy abdicates the throne, comes back, and he's like, yo, can I just live with you, please? And he's like, yeah, sure. Move in. You're welcome.
Fair
He's
enough.
like, don't do any weird shit.
Boards 300 a week.
Well, I mean, it's all fucking free. He's just letting them do whatever. He's also got a super powerful fucking demon just apparently as his familiar or some shit as well. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I can't
what a
remember how
coincidence.
she appeared, but,
He gets a
that
powerful
happens all the time.
familiar. Never seen that before.
I mean, that's just every fucking isekai.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, it's.
But you see what I mean? These isekai, they haven't warped your brain yet. You're not at that point.
I've got some hope. You know, it's just twinkles left in my eye.
I really hope that you can keep it because you're gonna lose it.
But yeah, no, I think it was better than Konosubarashi was, Konosuba was, which is the main thing for me.
Okay.
Like, it
Fair
was
enough.
better this season than Konosuba, which is sad to say, but at least I was kind of like, at least there was an isekai that felt like it was kind of doing the same thing with Konosuba, where he was asked if he could fight the fucking demon nation off and protect the kingdom, has fucked off and just kind of ignored that request because doesn't want to. Yeah, that it's a bit more of the typical isekai storyline, unless the original I can't be fucked from the start. But look, at least there was an isekai that had story going on that wasn't the most enveloping fucking story possible as well. Like, this was nice brain rot isekai, you know? Like, Mushoku Tensei is my fucking, like, peak fiction, I need this in my blood kind of thing.
Absolute cinema.
Yeah, it is absolute fucking cinema. And then I was
Yeah.
happy to have, like, a brain rot version of isekai that was kind of entertaining.
Yeah. These shows are the definition of putting something on TV and just not watching it.
Perfect for a Netflix.
But
and
like
chill
once
if
you
you're
watch it, you're going like, wait a fucking second. What the fuck is going on? Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Not great, not the worst. I think I gave it like a 7 overall. Like, it's a good show. Can't complain. Like, no real failing to it. Just nothing special.
Fair enough. Should I talk about how many more shows do you have?
I mean, aside from all the things we've currently got still watching on, I watched all of the New Gate, bar the last episode that comes out next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm confused
How's
by
that?
it. I'm kind of lost.
Oh.
Like, it seems kind of fine. So it starts off at the end of the game. This is Kirito finishing off Heathcliff at level 100. So yeah, it ends and we're like, cool, and he's just sat there being like, I'm watching everyone log out, making sure they all log out, and then once everyone bar him is logged out and he's about to, some doors behind him open and he's like, oh, what the fuck, decides to walk through them out of curiosity, and now he can't log out, but he also mentions in like quite frequently that he's pretty sure that this is like the real world now, but it's a continuation of the game 500 years on. Like, his side character that he brought with him into the original game is still there, but she's like fully autonomous, and like other characters that he teamed with were still alive, some by luck. Like, one of them, he meets them and it's like a guy who shouldn't have lived more than 150 years, but in their perceived time it's been 500, and he's like, how'd he do it? And he's like, I'm pretty sure that when you disappeared, my lifespan just stopped, and now that you've reappeared, it's resumed, so I'm going to die soon anyway. And then he fights him and kills him. But yeah, so I think he's in the real world, but I think he's been isekai'd by the game. So I don't know if he died in the game and got isekai'd.
So they basically just pulled an Overlord.
I've not seen Overlord, but yeah, I guess.
Basically, so TLDR, guy's in a game, all his friends leave. The game's shutting down its servers. He decides to stay there, and all that stuff. Goes past the time, like where it's supposed to close, and he's just now in the world, like isekai'd in that world.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a weird one where like I think he's in the game, and like he does make comment every so often that like if there's a way to get out, he will still get out. But like you do sit there a bit like, well, you had an option to get out and you still didn't fucking take it, and like the characters in the game, again, because they're all essentially intelligent living beings, I guess, not stuck to their static script. Like his side character, assistant, companion, Shuni, the elf, like, is in love with him.
Dude, this shit's just Overlord. What the fuck?
So, perhaps it is. Maybe I should watch Overlord.
Dude, this is just straight up Overlord, and Overlord's fucking gas. Such a good show.
I would say
last season was kind of eh. Yeah, Overlord. I really like Overlord. I think I rated the first season like an 8.
So maybe Overlord would be a better one to watch than the new Gate.
Dude. What you're saying right now is literally just the first episode of Overlord. He stays behind in the game, gets isekai in the world, changes his like assistant's description to fall in love with him. Then like after he's isekai'd into the game, she's all over him, and I'm just like, okay. And then what you've just said is exactly the same.
I mean, at least he didn't ask her to fall in love with him. Apparently, like, she just fell in love with him because she waited for 500 years where, like, he had left his home point. So she was in love with him apparently before he left and was still in love with him after. So, you know,
I wouldn't do that and move on.
Yeah, well, I mean, he has said, like, several times, I'm waiting for that Kirito. Like, I'm assuming they'll do a second season where we get the Kirito, I can build a robot for Yui kind of moment. So
no, the man's does look like black and red Kirito.
He is, mate. It is black and red Kirito, except instead of 2 cool dual wielding swords, he just uses a samurai sword. That's
honestly,
it.
That's kind of just cooler.
It's Kirito and Klein if they got mashed into one.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Like, that's essentially who he is. And
people also thought that this was just a continuation off of Gate.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of upset about, because now that we just won't get a new season of Gate, it will just be called Gate 2. It won't be called anything cooler. It'll be called something dumb like Gate to Electric Boogaloo, and I'm just like, what
Gate
the fuck?
Opening.
Gate to Electric Boogaloo.
No, Gate 2, Secret of the Ooze.
No.
But, I mean, I think, like, yeah, I gave the show, like, a 6. Overall, not a bad show. I think it would be nice if I understood whether he was in the fucking real world or not. But it just doesn't feel like that's been made clear, because he makes comments saying, like, this is reality.
There's going to be some, like Black
Mirror
shit at the end, and goes, like, were you ever in the real world?
Yeah, like, this is the thing. It's like, he's like, well, this is so realistic. It must be reality. And you're like, but...
This must be a dream.
But this is a game. You're literally admitting this is... You have a game menu in front of you, sir. You have skill points. Like, you can see levels.
You know what show is a 6 out of 10?
What?
Dead Alive.
Dead Alive is only a 6 out of 10 for you?
Yeah.
Did they kill off Best Girl again for you?
No. Do you remember what I said last episode?
I remember a load of them dying, him getting some girl's powers.
No, that was the one before. I'll give you the TLDR again. Yeah, so basically, yeah, he was sent back in time. He's going through all the things. The day ended. The whole thing didn't work. Best girl came. Best girl died. Then the big fight happens. Best girl came back somehow. Don't know how, by the way. Yeah, and then there was that. And then this episode, no one died. So I'm assuming we're gonna win, because the show is very basic in a lot of ways. Yeah, nothing really much happened. It was just a whole lot of fighting. Also, like, the overall main bad guy, like, we have, like, the woman bad guy who's, like, the spirit we're trying to proclaim in the harem. And then we have the overall bad guy. He's now self-proclaimed the second Spirit of Origin, so I'm assuming the first Spirit of Origin is going to be on our side, then they're going to duel it out. She might die, but then her clone might live. Don't know. Anyway, yeah.
The fuck is this show? What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would like to ask, okay? You gave me how much grief for saying, like, Rent a Girlfriend was, like, okay and shit. When, like, this is a show you've watched 5 seasons of, and this is how you talk about it.
Dude, this is literally just a fucking habit at this point. I have nonchalantly watched 5 seasons of Data Live without any processing power. I watched the first season, like, I don't know fucking how many years ago, and then I think season 3 finished at that point, so I watched through all of that. And then when season 4 came out, I was just like, yeah, just fucking watch it, you know? It was like one of the only shows I finished. Like, I actually want to find out when fucking Data Live 4 came out. Because I distinctly remember that I watched a lot of shows, but I didn't finish a lot of shows. But yeah, Data Live 5, 10 out of 10 would watch again.
If anyone's still watching, I'd like to request that you donate to my
This only came
GoFundMe.
out 2 years ago. That's insane.
I'm gonna support Jacob kicking this fucking bad habit. I don't know how much a fucking rehab for a show like this will cost us, but I will get it for him.
Bad habit.
Like, what the this literally is. This is like heroin to you, isn't it? Like, you don't even
No,
want
it's
to
not.
do this anymore.
I want to
keep
stop.
coming back to it.
I want to fucking stop.
Yeah,
I
so
hate
the
it.
heroin addicts.
I want to fucking stop and kill myself. Just kidding.
It's okay.
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 I was right. But also not right. I watched a lot of shows. So this came out in 2022, spring. So this came out with Spy Family, Shield Hero Season 2, 3rd season of Kaguya-sama, Summertime Rendering, couple of cucks. Love After World Domination came out, and Your Boy Coming. And I finished pretty much all these shows and a little bit more.
Well,
Actually, you know what? This is probably the last ever season I actually watched everything.
I was gonna say, where's that man for my co-host?
And then the next season came out and it was Devil with a Part-Time and I dropped that shit.
Shit, man. Such a good show.
Actually, you know what? I watched a fair lot. I watched fucking all Black Summoner. That fucking shit sucked.
Is this like, if you look back over it, you can see where it all went wrong?
Yeah, I'm going through a nostalgia trip. Just give me a sec. Yeah, I'd probably say, you know what? It was winter of last year.
Was that when everything went wrong?
That was the catalyst. And you want to fucking know why? Because 3 of these dog shit shows just straight up stopped producing fucking episodes, and I didn't know when they would come back.
Yeah, that's a rough time for you.
Yeah, Day Live. I'm just very confused at this point, and it's just become a bit out of hand, and I don't know how to stop. I'm already at the point where it's almost over, so I have to finish it. If there's a 6th one, I'm actually going to fucking take up heroin because I'm just...
It's got to be a healthier fucking habit, to be honest.
I'm losing my mind! I've watched 5 seasons of this dude just pulling chicks, and it's somehow one of the most popular fucking anime ever to release.
Look, maybe you need to reevaluate the show. Perhaps the reason it's so popular is because his pulling methods are effective.
No, this man has like 0 riz, but just pull.
That's my hero.
Academia.
Speaking of,
Segway.
have you actually watched any of the new My Hero Academia?
No.
For
no.
God's sake. We finally get some Derby story, though.
Oh, well. Anyway,
Nah, my guy, like... We've gotten Todoroki v Derby,
dude.
and it's
Fuck that dude.
It was kind of fun.
That guy has the laziest fucking background story ever, and I don't like it.
I don't know, because, like, essentially, apparently he was fucked with a bit by All For One when he was a kid.
You got fucked by All For One?
Well, apparently. I mean, allegedly. Don't come after
Because he's already not that much of a bad guy. He doesn't want to...
I don't want him to come after us for defamation. But, like...
He's not under hot water at all.
Apparently, Derby was a fallback candidate that, like, it's revealed in this episode. Like, if Shigaraki were to fail, like, Derby was one of the ones they were hoping could have inherited All For One's powers.
That would have been cool.
Because apparently that's why he went missing and they never found him, was because, like...
I think that could be a bit of a cool story.
Yeah, and I mean, unfortunately, if I remember correctly, the fight's over. Derby L.
Oh.
Todoroki dub.
I'm gonna be for real. It's just not that interesting of a plot line. I think it's more interesting that we do have Shigaraki. There could have been like other people that would have been better, but dude, his fucking character assassination needs to be fucking studied. 'Cause I really don't like that he's just part of Todoroki's family.
I mean,
It's fucking weird. It doesn't make sense, and it kind of bothers me. That's my hot take.
I think one of the annoying things is, like, it's not even that it's because he's part of his family that it sucks. It could have been fine, but it's like some of his issues that, like, are presented throughout the show, they don't seem to line up with what we're being told entirely, so it kind of ruins him. Because it's like when he says, like, how have you not noticed it's me? Is it because fire quirks are so fucking, like, common? And it's like, so what? Is his issue that he's just a fucking normie compared to the world then? Because
yeah,
that's how he's acting.
Let's be real right now. Man's dyed his hair and had, like, blue flames. And I'm just like, this could be anyone in the entirety of Japan, and his brother would not... Did he even know he existed?
Yeah, he knew.
I can't remember.
But they all just assumed that he was dead because no one ever found his body.
Yeah, like, what originally happened? Like, was he, like, really young or something?
So, when he died... It's around the time that Todoroki would have gotten the burn from his mum. So he would have been like 4-ish, kind of canon-wise, I think.
This shit is so dumb. Like, how old would he have been?
Yeah, about... And what, Darby, I think, would have been about 10?
Yeah. This shit... Oh...
11,
That's
maybe?
so
Maybe a
dumb.
bit older, actually,
That's
I'm trying to
fucking
think.
dumb. You're telling me a 4-year-old just doesn't remember his dead brother? That's stupid.
Well, like, he remembers him, but it's just one of those of, like... But
He does, but
know
he's been told
much
that
of
he's
it.
dead.
They've all been...
He's been told he's dead.
They were all told he was dead, you know? They all thought he was gone.
Dude,
He
dude,
burnt a whole fucking
where have I
mountain.
seen this before? There's a fucking show that I've seen where they pull this shit too often, and it's so fucking lazy. I hate it.
Most TV.
I hate it with passion. Yeah, basically
brother.
any CW show ever does this shit. Fucking annoys me. Annoys me every single time. And the most annoying bit is that the guy that dies, or supposedly dies, gets mad that the family just doesn't know that he didn't die. Bro, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I mean...
The family is told shit, and they accept it it is not their fault that they did not look into it. I made that rhyme.
I mean,
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
I would say yeah, no, but that's what I mean. Is like there are certain points where like he says things that like just kind of contradict what you're trying to make this character out to be at times. So like he's always felt a bit odd and unfinished because
This,
like
you know what this sounds like?
what?
Fandom pressure on author syndrome.
Yeah, probably.
This very much, I'm getting vibes. I'm not saying anything, but I'm getting vibes that the author is just fucking done and just well, not that he's done, but like I feel like no, he's done. He's done. It's done. Did you know it's actually ending in 2 months?
What the
Manga.
Yeah, it's all done, and it's a shame. It's a shame. I think this could have been.
It is a little bit of a shame.
Fucking good show.
Because this could have been special.
This could have been such a like longer running show. This could have fucking made it for like the longest of times.
I think it's done really well. You've had 8 years and 7 seasons. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, no, it's a good achievement for any show, but it's just one of those where it's like, but you know that if the fandom didn't ruin it, we could be looking at something that went for 10 plus seasons, probably without ever affecting you too much in a story. Because I reckon,
maybe 10 seasons would have been good. It would have been. I think it would have been good. I just wish I had more time.
Yeah.
For a little bit. A lot of things, especially in season 5, feel very rushed. And there's a lot of things that I wish would be a little bit more defined, as you could say. Because even the whole reveal about like fucking what's his name with like the fucking sparkly cannon, whatever. Even that shit feels very undermined.
Yeah, it feels it didn't feel as shocking as it should have been, really.
No.
Like it didn't feel like
I think there should have been like another note or something. Like something to refresh people's minds that there is someone just like just there who just knows shit.
Yeah, because like the problem was as well was like when you were getting like, oh well, how would All For One know what's going on inside? It's like he's got 400 people inside a fucking UA now, so it's like, what does the fucking traitor actually matter all that much? Like we need something to fucking re-engage the whole. Because I don't think they've really mentioned the spy at UA since season 3.
It's been a while.
4, maybe? Like it's
probably
it's really
4.
not
I would say 4.
But
that's the thing. 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Took you 3 seasons, bro. I'm just gonna say it. You're not fucking Ichiro Oda, man. You're not doing that foreshadowing stuff that well. Like it needs more. You need more of him like just sussing this guy out.
Yeah.
Organically throughout the seasons. If you're not going to have a long-running show and you're just going to bomb this at like some random point, then it's just not going to work.
I think the thing is like
cuz the twist of him being the traitor is really good. Like out of everyone in class A, like 1A, he is the least likely person that you would expect. And that's why it's such a good reveal. Because it's just like, there's no way. It's not him. Oh, wait, it's him. Never mind. I think like one more note or something going like, or like even like a vulnerability note, like going like, I can't do this shit anymore or some shit.
Yeah, something where I think even if
like a reminder. You know that like 5-minute alarm that you have like after you wake up?
Yeah.
Like you know how you're supposed to wake up at like 7 and then you have another alarm at 7:05? I needed that 7 o'clock one with that 7:05 alarm.
I think the thing
I know
is,
that analogy is very fucking weird, but
I think the thing is, it was like, really, what it needed, like, just to do, maybe even in the episode, is a quick 2 minutes, maybe, of just him either just of him like sneaking around, or him catching a photo, something that isn't just his mum and dad saying, "So All For One's telling you to do this." Like,
yeah, that shit, that shit kind of. I think it could have been cool if it just out of nowhere, like his parents just rocked up and just started saying all this shit. I think it could have been cool, but the way that it's presented in the show is very fucking out of nowhere. like, cause when Deku comes back and everything, this is after like fucking Stars and Stripes dies and all that shit. We're just waiting for another plot line to happen, and then this shit happens. Oh wait, the plot came to us. Who saw that coming?
yeah,
That's really what it seems like.
it does give you that feeling.
Yeah, which is really unfortunate.
I mean, we've still got like what, 13 more episodes of to come out,
less than that. We have 12.
Is it 12?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's even worse. But hey ho, it'll be.
What do you mean? We've got a whole season of anime left.
It'll be worse. Well, it just means that it's going to end soon. And I've really enjoyed the show. I really like My Hero. I think this show is one of the best things for like creative powers. It's just one of those where like
I think it's one of the best superpower shows.
Yeah, I don't think.
And then One Punch Man comes out, and then everyone forgets about it.
I don't know. One Punch Man, superpower wise, I don't think I enjoyed them as much, mainly because half the guys are just normal people to an extent, like Moon Man Rider. The real hero of One Punch Man, in my opinion.
Yeah, let's be honest, he is the real hero.
He's the only fucking hero.
Even like the superhero genre as well has just become a bit like, because like in anime you don't get it that much, but like in live action you get it a lot.
And they always have the same 12 powers.
Yep. Whereas I think, particularly like The Boys or Invincible do subvert expectations and makes it a lot more interesting, which I like those two shows a lot because it does that. And also Super Crooks, which is it is an anime, yeah. They also basically did that as well, and it's like a really good show. Whereas you don't get, I don't think you have like that many superpower anime.
Not
like
really.
if you really think about it, there are a couple shows that sort of fall into line. Like Mob Psycho kind of is a superpower show, but it's also kind of not. One Piece is basically a superpower show, and I think it's probably the only other. I think it's probably the only one that I would consider to be a superpower with One Punch Man and MHA.
I can see what you mean, especially for like just the uniqueness of, I guess, skills.
Yeah, and you get so. I'm just gonna say it. One Piece has the most diverse and well thought of superpowers I've ever seen in my life. It's so fucking good, man. Like, it's so good. Like, each power has its own fucking category that it's in. And then some work other ways. Some were just fucking OP, where, like, the author had to introduce another superpower that people have just so they can counteract the overpowered one. And it sounds like lazy writing, but, like, it's not. Kind of. Anyway, don't tell him I said that. No, but like to say it, basically there's a type of devil fruit that just makes you turn into an object, and if you don't have a certain attribute, you just can't hit them. because they just turn into that object. Like, there's a guy called Crocodile, and he has the power to control sand, and he can turn himself into sand. So if you just hit him like with blunt force and a blade, he'll just become sand. He's basically just Sandman.
I was gonna say, so you're watching Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm basically watching Spider-Man 3.
The best Spider-Man, to be honest.
We won't get into that. And then our protagonist Luffy actually thinks of a creative way to beat Crocodile, which I won't spoil because you are going to watch One Piece.
I am going to watch One Piece.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
You're gonna fucking watch it, you little fucking bitch.
Yes, I'm gonna watch it. I'll watch it.
Alright, good. Yeah, but like back originally, like I think MHA need like 2 more seasons. I would have liked 2 more seasons, but we're not gonna get 2 more seasons.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the sad kind of thing with it. In the end, is that like it. I think it probably deserved at least another 2 seasons just to get everything out in a nice way. So thanks to the fans for
Yep, fuck
taking
you
that
guys.
from
You
us.
can all go fuck.
It's such a fucking weird aggression.
We're gonna cut that out. I'm gonna say that again.
No.
No, fuck off. You're not leaving that in.
I gotta
You're
leave
not
that
leaving
in. I
that
gotta
in.
leave it in.
I'm gonna get fucking cancelled in 3 years.
Look, I'll stand by you in 3 years, my guy. We'll go down together.
No, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again.
Fine.
Yeah, fuck you, fans. I don't like you.
Yeah, no, ruined the fucking show.
Yeah.
It is a shame, but sadly, it's not like there's anything you can do about it anymore. Like, it's one of those, like, it's just, this is kind of the bed that has been made, so best be happy that it got as far as it got.
It is unfortunate that season 7's basically a nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Because it's dead. Like, well, it's at an end of a life. We'll say that. Because it is ending. And basically, we're at the point where preparations are made for the funeral. A lot of people will turn up. A lot of people I wish wouldn't turn up, but will turn up. The fans, mostly. Yeah. It is unfortunate. Okay,
I mean,
that's a bit of a stretch.
I mean,
Masterpiece.
The only bright side, I guess, is that, like, I think the week after this ends, the new movie comes out.
I guess.
So at least.
But
at least
as a whole, I can't rate MHA by itself. I need to rate all of it.
To be fair, actually, there is something I would like to say, and I might be overreading this, and I've stopped watching, like, I've stopped letting the fucking credits and intros and shit play from now on for My Hero, because I've got bad feeling that Bakugi's gonna die.
Who's that?
Bakugo. I think
What's
he's.
a fucking say it? You don't pull a Connor Couture on me.
I've got a real bad feeling though that that's gonna happen, because I was watching like the outro.
You almost died before.
Well, yeah, but this is the thing. I was watching the outro and I realized, like, on it, everyone bar him's in it at some point, except for like childlike him who pulls a card, and then Deku is looking at, like, you know, their little All Might cards that they have. Like, oh, I love him so much. Like, it's a little memory of that, and then them holding it out, comparing it, Deku putting his down, but there's no Bakugo in the entire outro, and then Deku just kind of crumples the fucking card close to his chest, as if something bad's happened, and I'm like, oh shit, is that like the outro telling me there's gonna be no more Bakugo come the end of this? Because if that's the case, that's fucked. I want Midoriya dead before I want Bakugo dead.
Well, has he gone off to do something?
Well, I mean, currently he's the only one fighting Shigaraki. I mean, he's got full Genist, Mirako, Sun Eater, Aizawa, and what's his name? God, Monoma. Like, in a sense.
Yeah, he's cooked.
But yeah,
he's dead.
I saw that outro. I've been thinking about this now for like the last 5 days or however long it's been. I was like, shit, he's dead, isn't he? I'm like, Bakugo's dead. There is no other way around it. Bakugo's gonna die. I've got a real bad feeling that Bakugo's gonna die, and like I said, I'd rather Midoriya's dead. I'd honestly rather see him dead.
But then all fucking 7 intros of seasons would not make sense.
Well, why can't he die and be the greatest hero because of his sacrifice?
No, we're not pulling a How You Met Your Mother, alright? We're not doing that.
No, it's, this is how he became the story of... No, this is the story of how he became the greatest hero. He died. He gave his life for the world. Tell me there's no...
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's the greatest hero.
I would argue
Let's
that's
be
the
honest.
greatest hero.
If All Might died, like when he was fighting One for All for One or whatever, then he would be the greatest hero of all time. Alright, Deku dying as some B-list fucking student with a fucking beta cuck version of it, he would not, he wouldn't get a statue.
Well, yeah, but Shigaraki's no longer the beta cuck. He's the alpha and the omega.
Shut the fuck up.
He's...
Shut the fuck up.
he's
Shut the
big
fuck
boss.
No, he's a little whiny bitch.
I mean, he's pretty much dead
Bro's
now,
getting
so...
fucking manipulated, fucking mind controlled,
Bro's
body on
pretty
body
much
shit
dead
right
at this
now.
Point, so I mean,
He's in a sitch.
he'll get out of it. Midoriya will save him.
Yeah, through the power of friendship. Anyway, let's move on to a different show.
The next show about the power of friendship, perhaps.
What show would that be?
That time I got reincarnated into a slime. Mm-hmm.
What?
Tell me that's not about the power of friendship at this point.
No, what show? What'd you say?
That time I got reincarnated into a slime.
Oh, don't.
That's the power of friendship at this point, because I have no other fucking idea what that show's about.
I want to drop this show.
I
want to drop it so fucking bad.
But I'm hoping that now we're at this point, what we're about to get are the actual 12 episodes of Slime that were due to come out.
Yeah, but when are we gonna get it? You know? I've sat through 12 episodes of this crap. 70% of it has been people sitting down, doing shit. Actually, it's probably less than that. Probably more than that.
I was going to say, like, 90, 95%.
No, I was gonna be generous and say 80, but whatever. Like, fucking hell, man. I'm so done. I don't care if it's important to the plot. I'm gonna fucking sleep. I'm gonna fall asleep. I fell asleep during the... that's a lie.
I mean...
This episode, man, like, oh, fucking nothing. There's
is,
no flavor.
There is some vindication in all of this, though. If you look at the fucking discussions about the show at the moment, half the fucking fans are now making this complaint that it's just, it's overdoing it now, and like it's not the same. And you've only got the die-hard, no, this is important world building lot that are like sat there screaming how great this show still is.
Yeah, like I like the first part of this episode. Like it was cool, like him going back to that scientist dude and like talking about shit. And then he just goes back to the merchant for the other half of the episode. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
No.
And the worst part?
Just fucking...
They were just sat at a fucking table discussing it. Honestly. I think if this show ever takes off, I think we get a really nice fucking table and we name it Rimuru, and that'll be the table that we podcast from for the rest of our time.
We'll just get like a slime pillar and just have him in the middle.
He'll have to be present for all recordings going forward, kind of thing.
Well, welcome to the weekly Weeb podcast. We're at the Rimuru table.
It's just.
Dude, that actually sounds kind of gas. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like it.
The thing is like, it's just one of those where pacing has just been so off for these 12 episodes.
It's so off. It's
hard
so out
to
of
wanna be
whack.
there now.
Dude, this is like the fucking stock market right now. It keeps going up and down, up and down. And then it goes down, then it's gonna go up.
Nah, mate, this ain't going up and down. This is 1930s fucking stock market. Like, let's be honest here, it's just.
Dude,
going
I want
down.
I want to sell my fucking like my social network right now to stop watching this show, man. I'm so out of this fucking stocks right now, man. Like Rimuru stock has fallen off.
It's been hard, and like, yeah, no, like, honestly, wish
I
I
am
could cash back my fucking
struggling.
time from it, because fuck me, I think I mowed it. I think I mowed like my 4 or 5 hours of life back, honestly, because I don't know what the fuck I've been doing with it watching the show so far. Like I said, I'm really hopeful that now we're at the halfway point, and we're about to do what was originally discussed in the
something's happening.
episode.
So I will watch this episode and it will dictate the next 11 episodes.
I think it's not great. Like I said, this is something that was mentioned in the first episode. We're now halfway in. So what I'm hearing is we probably could have, I don't know, done the whole here.
What I'm hearing is we fucking lied to ourselves and sat through this shit.
Oh, it's fucking.
We said that we would not watch the rest of the show if it just went back to the way it was. It's been like 2 episodes of that, and we're still watching it.
We can't. This is honestly the problem. This is our heroin. This is the thing. Is like, I think the problem is we just sat there with so much. I don't want to stop watching it to find out that the next episode's finally where it returned to being the slime.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to stop watching it and then have it be good.
Yeah.
Why
like,
couldn't it just be good from the start?
The FOMO. The most FOMO show I've ever fucking met is honestly that time I got reincarnated into a slime. I've never feared missing out on a show being decent before until I started watching this season. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, the people are gonna gaslight us in the comments saying like it's going good now, and then we're gonna watch it, and it goes like, you fuckers.
You liars.
You fuckers.
You liars. It's just.
I'm giving it one more episode. You will find out next week. Next week when we do the tier list, if I have this thing on my tier list, I'm done with it.
Oh yeah.
I'm dead serious. I would be done with this show, and I will not watch it. That is my outlandish claim.
I will cry with
you will update me with a 4-sentence summary of how you feel about slime if you continue watching it, and then we will move on.
I honestly hope that like you do that, and then episode 14 is where it gets really fucking good.
I know. It would be really ironic.
It's like
really
ranked
funny.
D tier, and it's like, bro, you need to start watching it. It's finally
like
back.
fucking has like a fucking tournament arc or something. Just like really,
Just
fucking really.
Oh no, it's just all of a sudden goes a bit JJK like.
Yeah, fucking shit.
Fucking like Shibuya arc.
The Forest of Jura incident.
Reimeru's been sealed! No!
Domain expansion. What would Reimeru's fucking domain expansion be, though?
Bathhouse. No, it would be Diplomat's discussion. Just opens up like the House of it would be the Diplomat's discussion, just opens up the House of Commons. You're stuck in debate like, with him.
Domain expansion, Reimeru's table.
Just sit you down. Neither of us can move from here until the issue is resolved. What the fuck? He's like, and I've got hundreds of years of life here.
What was that good domain expansion meme? It was like a Mickey Mouse one.
I was going to say, is it domain expansion House of Mouse?
No.
I love the House of Mouse one. Domain extension.
What is it?
There are so many of them. To be fair.
Oh, it's Clubhouse public domain expansion.
Public domain expansion.
Mickey's Clubhouse. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, it's
I think that was the first initial part that got me into the meme. Just like, yes, someone gets it.
It's one of the fucking best. Me and one of my
Public
colleagues just used to send them to
domain.
each other every fucking day. Oh, they are fucking. Sadly, though, Slow won't get that fucking good. So.
Domain expansion.
I think though. Give me 2 seconds. I just need to go and refill my beverage. I will cut this out.
Yep.
And then when we're back, I think we really need to talk about Mushoku Tensei. I've got some pent up feelings about this episode.
No, we need to talk about Kaiju and then we'll talk about Tensei.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, I can hold
We'll
out.
do Kaiju.
We're building
and then
ourselves
Mushoku.
up.
Actually, to be fair, before we do Mushoku, before we do Kaiju, I got another one I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
You'll be happy.
Listen to what I said like before when you were away.
What was that?
You should have listened to like what I said and stuff.
Why?
It was just really funny.
That's alright, I got it all recorded, haven't I? It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, you're just gonna play it back and you're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? As long as it wasn't too offensive about me, mate, I'll be alright.
No, I didn't talk about you, I talked about me.
But, what would you like to discuss first? Kaiju or my super secret special show?
No, what's the super secret special show? Because we're building ourselves up.
Okay. So, my guy. Over the last 2 days, I have tried to watch a fair few shows, and one show that I decided to finally really get into. I watched Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night.
Oh, really?
I've watched 9 episodes of this. Or, no, 10, sorry. I've just finished, like, the 10th episode before we started this.
Yeah?
Brother, it might be one of the best fucking, like, music animes. It is such a fucking gem of a show that I can't explain it. I will be honest, one of the lead characters does resemble a bit of the lead from K-On! They do look eerily similar. This could be
I've got
the
an
K-On!
image up
Carry-On
here
story.
that is very similar.
Yeah. But the 10 episodes I've watched so far, I have honestly, like, loved. It kind of gives, like, Bocce the Rock vibes, but also kind of like an Oshinoko vibe with what you're watching. Like, you're not just watching, like, some idol anime or some, like, rocker anime. You're watching a little bit of, like, just an entertainer anime. All in all, like, you have a VTuber,
Yeah, because what really drew me into it was like the diverse amount of like roles that each character had. So yeah, there was an idol, illustrator, VTuber, and composer, and I'm just like, damn, that shit would slap.
Yeah, and the thing is like, the story of it is, it's not just their music stuff. There is, like, the personal stories you get for all the characters, and there's growth within kind of, like, all of them a bit. There's a lot more, like, in the ways of, I guess, dealing with a lot of mental struggles, in a sense, kind of. Like, I guess the lead character, I would argue, is the character Yuru, who's, like, the artist and illustrator. Like, she's our MC, essentially, that we mainly follow throughout this story. But the singer, I would argue, kind of like your second character, is got one of the more complex backstories to it. Yuru's just a person who likes to draw and drew something one day. People laughed at it before she could even reveal it was hers, and essentially stopped drawing after that for a long time. And then you meet like our oh fuck, what's her name? Blonde bitch. Jesus Christ, so many characters I've been watching this week. I don't even keep their name straight anymore. What was she called?
Fucking Rimuru.
Rimuru Tempest. What's her name? Kano. Like, yeah, and then she meets Kano, who's like, no, this is my favorite painting and has been for many years and all that shit. And like, that's kind of how you get your start to it. But like, Kano's entire backstory is her mum was the producer for a idol group, and it's kind of left her with some trauma essentially that she needs to try and deal with. And like, their friend Maid is a pianist and fucking otaku essentially, and kind of needs to learn how to have a bit more confidence in herself, and also to interact with people a bit better, because they're all essentially social outcasts. Like, they're all loners, and it's one of those where they are all loners for whatever different reason or for whatever different aspect. So it's kind of nice to not have just 4 of these identical female leads that just want to be singers together. Like, you have an artist who just wants to draw, you have a singer who wants to kind of have their mum take notice of them a bit and have someone just love them for who they are. You have a shut-in VTuber who just wanted to be entertaining and smile, and realize that when you get a bit older, that has to stop. So, you know, gotta fucking be like, she becomes a shut-in so that she can carry on being that person, but she lies to her own friend about not being a shut-in so that she thinks that she's amazing, and just shit like that. So I would rank it as one of the best fucking music animes for sure in that respect, like, because that's technically what it is. I think it's a bit more of an entertainer than it is just a musical anime, but all in all, I think it's fucking dope.
Yeah, because from you, from your description of this show sounds very, very similar to One Direct Priority. Because it basically has the same, I wouldn't say themes, but like, or plot, like, but it has like the same character dynamic. Like, all the characters are loners and stuff, and they all have their individual quirks, and then they get together, and it's like the best part of the show.
Yeah.
The only difference is, Wonder Egg is basically a psychological horror sometimes. And the characters go through some shit. Probably a little bit more deeper than these guys, but I think it's a little bit more comparable in that aspect. Yeah. I do, because Jellyfish was something that I did want to watch. I just didn't get around to it. I don't think I could consider it in the future, but I think there's one show that I do want to watch, like kind of binge through before the season ends. And that's Girls Band Cry, because it's a little bit more music based, and I really want to see Toei's 3D animation that everyone's been going off at.
I do need to try and get that one out of the way as well before before the season's over.
Yeah.
But I got more than enough time.
Yeah, probably in the future, like, if I stumble across Jellyfish again, I'll watch it. But that's like, it's an unfortunate fact that a lot of anime are just not gonna get watched because it gets oversaturated by popular shows.
Yeah, I think this is one of those where, like, it might have had a slightly better chance in the summer. In probably,
or even next season, I think would have done well.
Like, yeah, I think it probably would have been alright for that kind of time, but like, unfortunately, as our conversations typically, or as our podcast episodes typically show, there are some shows that just have fucking overshadowed everyone else.
Yep.
And it sucks to be you guys.
Segue like Kaiju number 8. Alright.
Alright.
Yeah, fuck that show.
Have you watched the latest episode of Kaiju number 8?
Dude, I have been in a fucking hibernation not watching this show. Dude, I am on something. Like, I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna watch Kaiju. I don't need to. You know what? I'm not gonna miss out on much. Decide to watch it. Missed out on it. Now I'm here. Caught up on it.
It is so good. And
I am considering... No, this is my second favorite show. I'm not going to put it at one. I considered
I have this down as a top spot. Like, I've literally looked at it and been like, does this
if Mushoku Tensei was just not there, this is the top show.
Yeah, like, honestly,
but it's there. Nah, this might be a rule exception where we have to put 2 shows on S.
Yeah.
Because I am seriously considering putting both these shows at a 10. And I'm not joking.
I don't blame
I
you
fuck
good.
with Kaiju number 8 so much. Like, it's an unhealthy addiction.
Like, I'm gonna be shaking when it's over next week and there's no more Kaiju
Dude,
to watch.
if I don't get a season 2 confirmation, I'm gonna murder someone. I'm actually gonna fucking commit homicide.
Don't know who, don't know when, but it'll fucking happen.
Yeah, don't fucking do it, production. I will fucking end you.
Like, I will be pissed if this doesn't get a second season. Like, it fucking will.
I would be livid. I'd be absolutely livid.
I don't think there's a world really where this doesn't get a second season. And let's be real, if this doesn't get a second season, then these idiots just don't like money. Because this show smells like money. Alright? Like, it is so good. So
dude,
fucking
I just read something that actually triggered me.
Oh no, it's been cancelled.
No. So I'm on Mao and I've got like Kaiju number 8 because I was like comparing scores and stuff.
Yeah.
Before I scrolled down and I saw someone's not recommended comment on it.
What do you mean?
Let me read you the first sentence. All right, let me throw it down for you. This series is not about kaijus. Seriously, if you're a kaiju fan, turn around. This is My Hero Academia with 2000 shonen paint.
Are we watching the same fucking show?
Do you want me to finish it?
Yes.
Do you want me to finish it?
Yes.
Can I get this guy's like full review up? Read more. Oh, it's so long. I'm not reading that. Never mind.
Send it to
Bro.
me.
I'll send a screenshot of it.
Send this over to me.
I'm not going to include his name because I feel like you're going to put it.
Give me his fucking name.
I'm not going to do it because you might like put it on the podcast and I don't want to. Actually, he is like the recommend. People will find it. Fuck it. I'll just do it.
We won't give you his name, but I'll give you enough of the words that I'm sure if you search my anime list followed by this following statement, you'll find it.
He gave it a 4.
What the fuck?
This guy gave it a 6.
Kafka is
And this guy
your
gave it an
shouty
8.
shonen protagonist whose age is only relevant to make jokes about. Otherwise, he's a man-child that acts exactly like Asta? Midoriya, etc.
Dude,
I hit 30 recently and low-key fell off.
Asta's the main character from Black Clover.
Fair. And low-key felt offended. Sidekick is just the sidekick. There's also Bakugo with pink hair. The snobby blonde rich girl. The cold strong dude. Chill guy. What the? Zero stakes?
Bro,
Okay.
no. We've got the music is okay goodish. Excuse me.
You fucking what?
Someone is clearly has clearly never heard of Never Breakdown ever.
Can we talk about this as well, alright? This is a not recommended from someone who's watched 3 episodes of the show.
I don't think that's true.
That's what they're
Because
saying.
all of them say they're 3.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. If that's true.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I don't know,
know
because
either.
he did post it back on May 16th. Oh, no. So he will have watched this by episode 3. This is like his review from episode 3 or something like that.
Yeah, but then like the first guy, I don't know.
Oh, this is just ridiculous. No,
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
let's not get into it too much because I do want to say a lot of positive things about Kaiju because it's basically over.
I'd like to go through some positives. The characterizations are great. The stakes 100% fantastic. Humor fantastic. Logic fantastic. Don't give a shit what you're saying here, buddy.
Basically, you just said basically all the things he disagreed with, but as a positive.
Yeah. I'm sorry. The final statement, the fact is like the series is only remotely popular because Crunchyroll is pushing it real hard. I'm like, no, it's popular because it's good.
Not enough people are watching this show.
Yeah, no.
Let's just put that right out there. Also, I like that 51 people found this funny. I also found it funny. I personally believe this is a preference as well. I don't think a lot of people are watching the show.
I don't
And
think
it's kind of a crime. It's kind of a crime. Like, people should be locked up not watching this show. Because it has such good fucking not themes. Just everything. I like everything, man. It's so fucking good. I like the main thing that I really like from this show is the sound design. I fuck with this shit so hard. I like the effect that he's put on Kafta when he's like in a kaiju form. Fucking, it's all I need. I just need a monstered up main character version of what I'm hearing. That's all I need. That's all I want. And then fucking, bro, Never Break Down might be my new favorite background hype up song.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what song I'm talking about?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I know which song you're on about.
Like, whenever I hear that shit, I'm just like, nah, him's about to wake up. Hold up. Like, give me a fucking second. This background song, man. This is just a background song, and it fucking hits different. Fucking love it. And they've just somehow gotten, like, 2 popular pop artists to work on Kaiju as well. They got, fucking... What's his name? Youngblood to work on the OP. And then fucking One Republic to just do the outro. Like... No one even fucking watches the outro.
Slaps. Oh no, that
yeah, I
fucking
like
outro
the outro.
slaps. That's like, I fucking sit there and listen to it. I'm like, it's such a good fucking outro.
Yeah, but no one's gonna watch it at all. Like, the average person will not watch it, and the average person will not know that One Republic, counting stars, or One Republic worked on the outro of this fucking anime. One Republic worked on an anime. Let's just say. But I just, this show is so fucking simple. It's so simple. Like, it's basically like Kaiju heaven. Because I think I said this like last episode. We don't have that much kaiju anime. Like
Yeah.
modern current kaiju anime. Like Godzilla is just there, but it's like basically a live action smoothie. And then this just comes out and it's so good. This is shonen. I think this is shonen. Just
Yeah.
pure shonen.
I think
You
this
got-
is what you want it to be. Like, that's the thing with it, is like, this is kind of not missed the mark anywhere. It's not felt slow, it's not felt repetitive.
I will say
It
that
doesn't feel
the
like the
pacing in this show is next level. Like you just don't fucking feel bored. I feel like time goes by.
Well, like, look at the
when
most
you
recent
watch this
episode
show.
of it, where it's like you've had next to no fucking action. It's all just been fucking talk. This is like the last episode has pretty much all just been fucking talk with a small bit of.
That's what I mean. I feel this whole season has just been action, and then when there's a moment of it slowing down, then you know that you have to pay attention
Yeah,
because shit's
And-
just happening.
it's good. The story is good. The characters
good.
are good. Like, fuck it. Good's not strong enough. It's fucking great. There's a reason that it's like a contender for one of the best animes this season because it's fucking worth it. It's to anyone who doesn't fucking like it, suck a dick. Like, go to just
Like,
go and watch
I
Sukumichi if
get-
you're that fucking sad. Like, fuck off. it's
I get why people might have problems with the characters, because the characters are very stereotypical anime characters. Like, but at the same time, you have a main character that is not the stereotypical 16-year-old, 15-year-old who gets recruited into the defense force. But that's like the draw in as well, because Reno is basically what your shonen protagonist should be.
yeah.
You know, like by the book, that's what he is.
Oh yeah, like.
But then he's
getting
not the
powerful and
focus.
shit, and we don't give a
It's
shit about
yeah,
him.
it's this fucking 30-year-old man who's retrying his fucking defense force exam, gets in, and we just follow that story. Oh yeah, he's also the most powerful kaiju, by the way.
But that's just a bonus to watching him.
Yeah,
try his damn
you
hardest.
could potentially make a show where he's just trying to like level up in this shit. And that's another thing, man. I said this last episode, power system, fantastic. Fucking cinema, man. It's so fucking simple and so easy to understand. Oh,
It is what you want from like a show, because that's usually like the one drawback for most shonens as well. Is like they just never have like a good power level system.
yeah.
Like I'll say even about Dragon Ball Z,
One Piece, like I'll compare One Piece again. One Piece's power system is like fine. It's good, but like some characters are like hiding their strength more than they are. When Luffy starts out, he is the most powerful pirate where he is. Like without a doubt. Like he fucking just wins a lot when he's like not on the Grand Line. And then once he gets on the Grand Line, obviously it gets a bit difficult, but he doesn't have too much of an issue most of the time, and then he gets fucking beaten his ass, trains for 2 years, and now he just can't be beat again. But like the power system represented in One Piece is through bounties. So someone's bounty could be less than someone else's, but they're more powerful.
yeah,
But we just don't know that because their bounty hasn't been updated. Whereas this, you get a percentage of unleashed power, which reflects on the fortitude of kaijus and what person can defeat that kaiju.
yeah, and essentially
Which is so-
Kafka is unbeatable.
Yeah, because they have just straight up not said this. Alright?
I think
Mina has like a unleashed power of, what was it, 96?
I was gonna say,
and something, and
97% that Mina could get.
I think it's 96.
So yeah, she
because the fucking dual wielding guy, I think he's 92.
Yeah.
And then you get kaijus that are like Fortitude 8 and stuff, and then there's Kafta who's 9.8. And it's just like, because I said this in the last episode as well, I can deduce the fact that he's more powerful because of that similar system. Like, it's so good. I've said this before. I literally said it in the last episode. I get why this shit was so fucking popular. And I love that it got an anime.
And it fucking deserves to carry on.
Yeah. Fucking more and more.
God,
I want more. I might get the manga for this. Like, no joke. Because I don't think I could wait for another season.
I mean, I can patiently wait, but like
I know you can wait.
I can't be fucked reading.
But there's certain shows that get me this way. I think the first one that did it for me was Quintessential Quintuplets. Don't ask me why.
Really
and then it was Mushoku Tensei. Then it was Chainsaw Man, and then now it's Kaiju. I need to know more about this fucking show. I need to know where it goes.
I think
I need more of it.
Like, that's Mushoku Tensei. Like, I want all the Mushoku light novels because of the fact I really like the show and really.
Yeah, I watched the like previous episode, then read the next part in the fucking light novel, and I'm just like, no, I've done it again.
I keep ruining
God
next
damn it.
week.
I mean, I guess we've probably been pent up for a little bit. We've got 20 minutes. Let's talk for 20 minutes about Mushoku Tensei.
I mean, Rudius got assaulted. I don't care what you say about it. That's assault.
Spoilers! Spoilers! Yeah, so we're back to controversial Jobless Reincarnation.
Yeah.
Welcome back to this week's episode of Controversial Reincarnation.
This week, we have to feel sympathy for the MC.
This week we have we have essay rape, but not from the usual suspect.
This time, a woman did it.
No, women can do that? That's...
No! The tsundere.
No, she's not tsundere. Actually, yeah, she is.
I was going to say, she's a bit of tsundere.
She's a little bit. Actually, get this. She's a character with different personalities. Who saw that coming? And she's not narrowed down to one stereotype.
Yeah. I mean...
Let's fucking go.
Okay, so... They're travelling home. Paul dead is what it is.
Yep. R.I.P.
There are some bits, and like I've seen people complain about this online already. With like, I saw one fucking huge discussion on my anime list that was pretty much people now hate Roxy. Because she assaulted him, and it's like. You've got other people saying, well, if you had seen the conversation between Alina Elise, Roxy, and Talent about how to cheer Rudius up, then, you know, you would understand why she did it a bit better. And to that I say, justifying rape doesn't make rape better, but...
No.
This is anime.
Let's get this out of the way to start off with.
It isn't.
Roxy... initiating, because we won't say that.
Yeah.
We'll say that. We'll say it like that. It's not a good thing. All right, we'll stay that out of the way. It's not a good thing if she does it. It's not a good thing if he did it. It's not good if he or she did it. it just happened. He did feel better. Yeah.
I think, like, every time I saw her say, I just wanted to make you feel better, I was like, I fucking wish that was how, like, just random women wanted to make me feel better when I looked down. Just, hey, wanna fuck? I'll be cheery
me
all
when
day.
I'm depressed. Me when I'm depressed, it's just a picture of Roxy. Just like, it's the Rudiest POV of her just like on top, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn.
But like,
but I do, because we'll get this in the next episode as well. We did get it in a little bit of this episode. She does own up to the fact that she fucked up and took advantage of him. But he's always liked her.
Yeah,
way.
like
This wouldn't.
like,
this is not a
wouldn't be
thing that
problem.
would put him off of her. Like, for a normal person, potentially. But Rudius is not normal, as we know.
Dummy mommy.
What do you mean?
She's just a small dummy mummy, isn't she?
Obviously, I would have liked a little bit more of a wholesome, get together. We didn't get that.
She got pulled.
Yeah, he got pulled.
Yeah, that's rough. Actually, you got to think he's just lost his dad, and then someone pulls his dad's favorite move on him. Whoa.
He got sucked.
That was. Whew.
Yeah.
To be fair, I wasn't bothered by it. In all honesty, because it's one of those where it's like, you kind of knew it was going to happen, and let's be real here. I think if Paul hadn't died, he'd have tried to bone before he went home anyway. So, all in all, it was a roundabout. It was going to happen. It was just, Dad had to die for this one to happen, and it came at the cost of what in our society we consider okay. In their society, they consider apparently a casual Saturday evening.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
still
think all in all it was fun.
I'm just still a bit annoyed. And I don't like feeling annoyed with Mushoku Tensei. But I knew that this shit was coming. Because, I'm a fucking manga reader. It's... Yeah. So I was a bit annoyed when I initially read it. Because I was just like, oh, great. So now we have both sides of the coin. That's great. Cool. Yeah, so I would have... Ideally, because the way Roxy talks about, like, falling in love and stuff is very, like, it's very wholesome.
Yeah.
In season 1. Like, she talks about, like, falling in love and stuff in a dungeon and then getting hitched and stuff. And it's just, it's nice. And then, basically, she emotionally manipulates Rudy, by fucking him. And now he probably just can't get that out of his mind. And he's probably contemplating having 2 wives and stuff, and how Sylphie will react and stuff.
He's gonna have like 8 by the end of the fucking show anyway, so who...
No, he only has 3. He only has 3.
Oh, so we already know who the 3 women are. Great.
Yeah, it's not much of a surprise. Yeah!
But, I mean...
Yeah. Well, you probably just know anyway, but, like, Sylphie is just fine with it.
Yeah, like, no.
By the way,
you are well aware from before he's gone that she's already fine with it.
Do you want me to tell you exactly what she says?
I expected this anyway.
Yeah, she goes like, I've foreseen this.
Yeah.
I eventually knew that this would happen, and she's just accepted the fact.
Well,
and I'm just
she's mentioned it
all
many
right.
a time, because I think, like, what is it, when she's talking to the princess and Luke about it, like, she says that what if he's like, or like, I'm pretty sure it's when they're talking, she's like, if he's like his dad, he might have a second wife though, or she thinks it at some point, like, if he's anything like his dad, he'll have a second wife. Because Paul was rambunctious, so...
Yeah,
know,
but
she was already aware that this was gonna happen.
yeah,
from,
but
the
that
early
was sort of
doors.
like an accident as well. Like he just did it, and then it turned out that way. Whereas this one, nothing bad has happened. Like he generally feels affection for this woman
Yeah.
and like wants to be in love with her and all that stuff. And then Sophie's just like, I kill,
mean,
because
to be
like the
fair,
main
if you
thing that
listen to
she's
Paul,
worried about is
you
like,
can have two swords.
mm,
I was gonna say, if you listen to Paul, remember you can have two swords. They just got to have different uses. He's got a home wife and a dungeon wife now.
okay.
I assume that's what Roxy becomes anyway.
Because
so
basically, all that Sylvie was just worried about is that if he left her, and then Rudy's just like, nah, that will never happen, and then she's fine with it.
yeah.
When Eris comes back is just when shit kind of goes like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna be honest about this. I know she's gonna come back. I accept that she's gonna come back, but I wouldn't have been bothered if I never fucking saw Eris again.
Why?
I never entirely think I liked the character of Eris too much, and
I do think
guess it's one
we've
of
spent
those
a
where-
lot of time with her. Spent basically 2 seasons with her.
yeah, and it was 2 seasons too many. Like,
That's mean.
alright,
That's
a
mean.
bit harsh. Like,
All right,
thing is-
let's be real. Okay, currently she is not the top ranking waifu. Okay, we'll just
don't
get
even
that
think she
out of the
deserves to
way.
be in the
All right,
fucking
we have
rankings.
actual waifu, and then soon to be waifu, and then we have the ex that ran away after they fucked.
yeah, and that's why I'd
All right.
rather he just
So
married down the hoe shit.
obviously, at this point in time, you're not gonna be too fond of the ex-girlfriend or
The thing
ex.
is, it's not even
friends
the whole
benefits.
running off thing. I think it's just as a character, I just think that I find her too annoying to then want to see her become a fucking wife character. You know? Like,
Why do you find her annoying?
I don't know. I don't know if part of it's because of the childish, like, kind of way that she was always fucking just shown throughout the show that's bothered me, or if it's just a little bit of everything. There are times where I'm like, I like her, and then there are times where I'm like, but I could really do without watching her, and it wouldn't upset me at all to just not see her. Like, without seeing her this season, this season, like, it's not bothered me. I
Well,
don't
yeah,
feel
because
like,
you've spent so much time with her.
yeah, but I don't feel like I felt overdone with, like, either filthy or any of that kind of shit. Like, nothing feels like it's too much here, whereas with her, like, I think it was just one of those where I'm like, I would have preferred as a character for her to have given him the ED, sent him on his fucking way, and she probably just never came back. Like, it wouldn't have upset me. I want Ghislaine back more than I probably want Eris back, to be honest.
Why Ghislaine?
I don't know, I just really like Ghislaine as a character. Just for some reason I like that lady, you know? I think Ghislaine just was always a good bit of comic relief as a character that wasn't designed to be just pure comic relief. Like, she is funny for just the way that they have designed her to behave, but it's not like she is intentionally funny or anything like that. Like, it's the weird shit like Rudy saying, I want to sculpt you, but I need to see your butt. And just her being so cavalierly casual about it and weird shit like that. It's like, it made her a funny character to have around because she was just really kind of overly casual about everything. But also, she was just a good character. Sword skills and shit. And I want to know more about that magic eye that she got.
Fair enough. But, I think overall, like, because I know what's going to happen next episode, I still think Mushoku Tensei is my favorite show. Like, this season in particular was very good. First part, bit slow. Fair enough. You know, we're getting that development, you know what I mean? And then part 2, fucking fire. Fucking fire. get probably some of the best action that we get this season. And then we get such a traumatic ending. Like, it's just not the ideal ending that you would expect.
I think that's kind of what was nice about it.
Sucks.
Is, like, this is one of like the only isekais you can watch that has like some sort of real world fucking kind of implication with it for the main character. Whereas, like, in every other isekai, they're either untouchable and their party's untouchable, or they're so good that no one can ever get hurt. Like, you've just seen his dad.
This dude's fucking dad died.
Nothing he can do about it, and it's like
this man's because
so raw.
Yeah, because Zenith is basically just
brain dead.
Yeah, she's basically brain dead, and like it's unreversible. Like I don't think it is fixed at any point that I've read. Too. I know Rudy basically gets. I think he gets a new hand at some point. I just don't know. Don't remember how, but he's without a hand for a while.
Orsted will give him a hand. Worry not.
Yeah, he's got like 2 other hands as well. If you know what I mean.
Well, I don't know. With the way I should behave, 6.
But but this is what I mean. Like, I think this show just has different level of storytelling that these shows can't comprehend. Like even with Kaiju has a really basic story. Like, it's just them fighting Kaiju. He gets infected with a Kaiju, becomes a Kaiju. It's fucking Tokyo Ghoul, but with Kaijus. Whereas this one, there's so much depth, man. We talk about depth all the time. This show is depth. It invented depth. It's so good. Like, the ramifications for going into the dungeon and everything. You get pluses, you get Roxy, but you leave with more minuses. You leave without a dad and half a mother. Alright?
Without a dad and half a mother. That should have just been the title of the episode.
Rudy left with no dad and half a mum.
Without a dad and half a mum. The fucking...
It's the 2 girls, 1 cup thing. Jesus.
But, I mean, I think that's what has kind of separated it from everything else. Is like, this is the only one that's like essentially all about its story.
Yeah, it's
like,
made it the main focus.
Yeah, because everything else just provides entertainment through like with Kaiju, it's violence, and like with fucking Jellyfish Can't Swim, it's a bit of music that's meant to kind of be the thing that you're more focused on instead of just the show. And it's like, it's not the animation style of Mushoku Tensei, which, let's be honest, that's always fucking incredible. It might not be as good as some fucking previous episodes of it have been, but hey, I'm not.
Yeah, if it had like season 1 level of production, I think more people would talk about the animation. Animation right now is more than fine. Season 1, I just think, was really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people were sold on, that this Godfather anime was getting adapted in such a beautiful way, and people really like that. But as the show's gone on, like, some of the staff have gone on to different projects and stuff, it's bound to happen, but the story is still the same. The story is still the main focus of Mushoku Tensei, and it's the reason why it's doing so well.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of, I think I'm grateful that they at least understood for Mushoku that the story was always enough to carry it, and like that you didn't need to worry about the rest, because like, I don't understand all the people who bitch about the fact that fucking the animation quality's dropped. And like, you see some people who whine about it to such an extent online, and I'm like, but why why have you got to be that nitpicky? It still looks fucking awesome. Still looks better than most of the fucking anime that was coming out, and like than most of the anime coming out. Like visually, it's astounding to look at. Story's fucking good. It's captivating to fucking have. It does good world building, and still people sit there going with, "Oh, it just doesn't look nice though." So I don't like watching it anymore. I'm like, shut the fuck. It's so fucking good to watch. I will miss this show when it when it ends next week. Because like, what the fuck am I gonna watch? I know you're going to tell me Oshinoko, but let's be real here. It ain't going to be
Oshinoko is basically the only show that I'm looking forward to next season. There is another show.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what the fuck else is coming out next season other than Oshinoko.
There's Nier Automata Second Core, I'll have you know.
Nah, like, let's have a look. I want to have a quick check. What's coming out one summer? Let's have a look. Oshinoko. That's what I want. I don't know what any
That's
of these
it.
are.
You got Suicide Squad. You got Tower of God Season 2. Fucking shit.
I forgot this
Our
is
Last
coming
Crusade, or The Rise of the New World. Fucking awful. My Dear Friend Nokotan. Anime of the Year. Let's be real. Nier Automata version 1.1a Core 2. Shit will hit different.
This is going to be an
And I will be there. I will be there.
I'm having a quick look through, but you've missed one of the potentially greatest shows of the season.
No, fuck off. We're not talking about Rick and Morty.
No, not Rick and Morty.
Oh, what?
That's how I know you've missed the greatest show of the season. Because let me just quickly make sure I've got its name right here. I believe possibly, if I'm going to be honest with you, Oshinoko's going to be good, but next season I reckon anime of the season it's probably going to go to Days with My Stepsister.
I fucking knew it. I saw it immediately. I'm going like, he's gonna fucking say this shit. He's gonna say it. I'm just like, no.
Bring it up. I don't know. I reckon it's gonna.
It's not the worst stepsister title.
Oh my god.
There is a better one.
What coming out this season? Have I missed another?
No, it's come out before. It's come out before, like way earlier on.
No.
It's called like
I forgot this was coming out.
My. My new stepsister is my ex, I think. Something like that.
I don't know if this has actually got an English name yet. Where is it? I don't think it does. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I don't even want to try and pronounce this anime's name.
What is it? Link it to me.
I'm gonna link it to you because I don't know how to pronounce this. It doesn't apparently have an English name, but I saw this the other week and I was actually kind of like looking forward to watching.
Yeah, that's the one I just said before.
Yeah. Oh, is that the one you're on about?
Yeah, it's My Dear Friend Nokotan.
Ah.
Yeah,
So
that's
give me a name there.
that's anime of the year right there.
Honestly, I will give you that might be anime of the year because I've seen a load of the things for it. It looks fucking brilliant.
You fucking know.
It just looks so good.
Okay, let's be for real. This show is gonna be so good because it's gonna be fucking awful. It's gonna be so fucking awful, and I'm gonna love it.
I look forward to this being like a new 10 out of 10 for me because of how bad it is. I think we've got to go in with it being the expectations from what we've seen that this is going to be so bad that it might just be a 10. It might just be a 10.
No, it will be a 10.
It will
be
a
fucking lit.
The fucking,
it's gonna be fucking
the
lit.
trailers are fucking brilliant.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
I am honestly so excited for this to drop.
This is like the anime fandom at its finest, just fucking hyping up this shit fucking show.
It's not gonna be shit. This is gonna be fucking awesome. We've seen the trailers. Like, let's be real. This show will get not 1 second, like not just a second season, my friend. I reckon they'll see this season. They'll be like, greenlight it for fucking 5 seasons. It's just so great. There's no way.
No, it'll get a second season, then no one will care about it.
I hope that that's not true. I hope that this show runs for the entire length of like my life. You know, I want new seasons every year of this.
We're also getting an actual like solo VTuber anime.
Are we?
Yeah, it's called VTuber Legend: How I Went Viral After Forgetting to Turn My Stream Off.
Fuck.
Every successful streamer ever.
Yeah. To be fair, I am.
That's such a meta title as well. Fucking love
Yeah.
it.
Next season.
Oh
has
my
got some
gosh.
fucking hope, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
Blue head
Oh
protagonist.
my gosh. Oh no. Oh no.
What's the oh no?
Oh, this is made by the Horny Studio. Oh, we're donezo.
Wait, what's
We're
made
getting
by the
some.
Horn
We're getting
Studio?
some titties in this. We're getting some titties in this show.
What? Nanaka.
The VTuber Legend.
Oh. Oh well, that's fine. You gotta be a horny show. to
Dude,
do a
no,
VTuber fucking
dude,
video.
you
Let's be
don't,
real.
you don't understand. You
I fear that
do
you
not.
don't
No, no, you don't get it. You don't get it.
Look, you need the horniest people on a VTuber thing because jiggle
No,
physics
we're
are a
getting
complex thing to watch.
we're getting the Horny Studio to work on this anime.
What studio is working on this anime?
This is TNK. These are the people that brought us icons of the anime industry, such as, but not limited to, the entirety of High School DxD, redo of Healer, and School Days.
Fair enough.
We are getting some titties, and I will be there.
I will also be there, but not near him. I'm a little afraid for that.
To be fair, it doesn't have like the ecchi tag, so I'm gonna assume that we probably won't get any titties.
It's VTubers.
There'll be
they're all
there'll be
jiggle
fan
physics.
service. It will be there, and I will be there.
Oh my fucking god! What is? Do you know what? I might have to take the stance. I think when this season's over, I'm done with isekai.
Oh, now you're done.
I'm
with
just
these guys.
scrolling through
Okay.
next season, and I'm looking at the A Journey Through Another World, raising kids while adventuring, and I just
yeah,
don't know
I see
anymore. It's the one with the two blue head protagonists.
Yeah. Kyoto is accidentally killed by a god and is reincarnated and grown to various skills. He is sent to a dangerous lost infinite forest.
My wife has no emotion. What is this?
That's stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at some of next season.
Dude, some of these fucking titles, 2.5 dimensional seduction. Why isn't it 3? Or just 2?
because it's 2.5.
Yeah, but why?
Look, I've got the question of why is it my wife's got no emotion? Like,
Oh yeah, she's a robot.
is she a robot?
Yeah, she's a robot.
Ah,
Yeah, see that middle hand?
mecha anime. I get it.
No, it's not a mecha anime. There's not a mini person controlling the robot.
What if there is?
No.
You have to see it to find out, though.
Aren't we all mechas?
On the inside, really? Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, looking through next season, there will be some funny titles at least, but it is not looking too hopeful for
Yeah, I'm gonna be really bored. I'd probably
We're
just
gonna-
watch a bunch of shit from last
I
season.
was gonna say we're gonna have to like find other
I'll
things
finish
to
Go Go
fucking
Loser
watch.
Ranger, yeah.
That would be
I'll do that.
worthwhile finishing because it's gotten quite good these last couple episodes that have come out. You should fucking watch it.
I will, maybe.
Though I will say you'll
Maybe
be
not.
happy to know, at least with something like fucking The Duke and His Death Maid, that's all done now. There are no more episodes coming out, and the last episode ended with their wedding.
Oh, let's go.
There
Fucking
we go.
lit.
Happy endings all around. It's over. We're free.
Thank God.
we can move
Don't
on
need a
to...
4th season of that shit. Actually, prologue season. I'd be down
I was
for
gonna
that.
say I have seen some people saying they wouldn't mind like a 3 or 4 OVA, like episode OVA kind of thing, just to prologue out.
They
what's
better
going on.
fuck. They better fuck.
Oh
I need
wow.
a kid version of those two.
yeah.
That's all I need. That's all I want.
To be
It's all
fair,
that's
yeah, no,
necessary.
literally what's
If you
missing.
have a romance show and you don't have a fucking epilogue, I will not finish it. Straight up.
Yeah.
I need to know that this man's dick was solidified in the...
Did he get his end away? Yay or nay?
Yeah, I need him... But at the same time, I don't like the fact that some of these, like, absolute, for lack of a word, bitches, pull some of the, like, hottest female characters known to man, and then they get laid as well. That's also a bit annoying.
Yeah, but let's be real here, right? Like, you can say it's annoying, but that Alice girl got to be a fucking freak. So it's probably
Dude,
worse
she
for him.
she is on something.
Oh, she's into some shit. Like he's
She
getting
will.
pegged.
Yeah. Yes.
He's
Yes.
getting pegged. She is a pegger.
Yes.
Like, oh my god, we should do that as a segment. Hot anime chicks, peg or no peg.
No. Sub or dom. Sub or dom.
Sub or dom.
Yeah,
the
we'll have like a
elusive switch
we'll have
coming
like
in
a
every
Tinder
so often.
layout for like sub and dom.
Sub, dummy.
Yeah, she's dom.
Yeah, no,
She's
yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
He's sub. He's so fucking
Oh
sub.
yeah,
as
no,
well.
he gives off cock
Dude.
energy, honestly.
Dude, fucking. I'm not gonna get into it. It's not going to be monetizable. Let's say it like that.
It's fine. We're not monetizable anyway.
Catch us over on Patreon.
We should make
But I think that'll do it for this episode.
Yeah, no, I think that is this entire week surmised for what we've gone through, so we can actually do a tier list next week with a
Yeah,
fairly good
next
amount of
week
knowledge.
tier list. You guys basically don't have to show up. You already know what's going first, and you already know what's going to be at the bottom of Hugo's.
I mean, I might put Tsukamichi on there again just to fucking make sure it's
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Revitalized. I can't believe it's getting. To be fair, actually, before we go, I do want to ask: have you seen? Got to keep a bit of hype. I think it's like 2 weeks away. There's going to be an announcement for Tokyo Ghoul.
No, there's not.
10th anniversary project.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean there's going to be an announcement.
I saw something that was like, there's an announcement July.
It's probably that it's like they're going to release like a Blu-ray or something.
Yeah, I'm kind of assuming it won't
What?
be anything too cool. I've seen lots of people
No.
being like, maybe it'll be a fucking second
They're too
season.
fucking embarrassed to reboot this franchise. They won't do it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a reboot of Tokyo Ghoul.
No, it's too early.
I don't know, it's been out. When was the last season out, to be fair? That's probably only 5 years ago now, wasn't it?
The 5 years ago?
5 years ago the
Excuse
last
me?
season came out? I can't remember when the last thing came out.
It's not been 5 years.
I don't know, my guy. I don't pay that much attention to
No,
Tokyo Ghoul anymore.
no, I'm about to fucking make you feel old. Alright?
Don't you fucking dare. When was the last bit of Tokyo Ghoul?
I'm getting it up now.
Tokyo.
Yeah, 5 years ago. Go fuck yourself.
I wasn't that far off, was I?
Are you talking about like the last like season that
last-
we got of Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah. When was that? How old am I? What was the
6.
last season of fucking Tokyo Ghoul?
It was re season 2.
Oh yeah.
It was 6 years
5.
ago.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah. Give it a few more years.
Yeah, do fucking Death Note. Like fucking
No.
make that shit shorter. Do 12 episodes.
I mean, To be fair, I wouldn't mind a quicker version of Death Note.
I would watch it.
I'd
watch it. I'd fuck with it.
Celebrations, a new promotion of video keys were unveiled on March 24. Moreover,
I also need more haiku. Need more haiku. We're getting more haiku at some point, but it is at some point I will not know.
Oh, to be fair, we got Nagi coming out soon, haven't we? At least that'll be something to look forward to throughout the summer months. Well, I'm pretty sure next week.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching the podcast. Make sure you support us on Spotify and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of these lit episodes with me and Hugo. Whoa.
Whoa, look, we're done. Oh my god, it's fucking warm today.
How warm was it?
I think it's like, in my house at the moment, it's like 24 degrees, but it's one of those where it wouldn't be too bad, but I had to close the windows.
Hot.
No, brother, I just
Fucking
had to,
drink
I had
a bottle
to
of
close
water.
the fucking windows because there's fucking cunts smashing a house.
Go
apparently
drink
across the
a
road from me.
bottle of water, you pathetic human being.
Drunk 2 liters.